This is a video about how to use Sam's vacuum cleaner. So there's a few different buttons. The main power button is this blue one here. And then there's also a second power button on the handle, just this red one here. And that turns on the spinning head inside here. So the spinning head is only to be used on the carpet. There is a different head for the hard floors. And you can also adjust the height, the length of the tube there. So you should just be able to stand up nice and straight, not have to bend your back when you're vacuuming. Switching the heads over. So there's a grey button here with an arrow. So you just press that in and it will click. It will click. There we go. And then this one you use on the hard floors and that'll just slide in there. And then for turning on with this head, it's just the blue button. You won't need the red one because there's no extra spinning head in there. And Sam just wants me to remind you that you never use the vacuum cleaner in the studio. If it needs cleaning, Sam will direct that as needed, but never use the vacuum cleaner in there. Okay, so just switching back from this one for the hard floors and this one for the carpet. So you just got to line up this bit. There's two little bits there. Need to line up with this black bit, and that just slides on and it'll click and then you know it's in properly. Okay, so when you've finished vacuum cleaning, just check both the heads. The rolly one will have picked up quite a lot of fluff, if you can see. So just briefly just picking out the really big chunks of it and just popping that into the bin. It'll just keep the head working for longer. Yeah, so just grab out as much of that as you can. And with the other one, you can see there's not much on it, but just, yeah, if there's anything stuck, again, just pulling that off. And so for emptying the vacuum cleaner, and Sam asks that you do this after every time you vacuum. So there's a blue button here with a lock key symbol, padlock symbol. So it's just pushing that in and that'll lift up. And then there's another blue button here. So that opens up that there, and you can sort of shake that off into the bin. And then in here as well, and this will get a bit dusty, so wear gloves if you want to. So this just turns. So that I turned that to the right to get it open. Just sort of give that a little bump off, and this blue stem twists as well, and that turns to the left. So again, just give that a bit of a tap. Otherwise there might be some hair caught in there or wrapped around, so you want to get rid of all that too. And just making sure you get rid of any other dust or fluff that's in there. Okay, so putting the blue bit back in, it's got little sort of sticky outy bits in there. So you're popping that in there. You will just have to feel this a little bit. So you're sort of popping it in so it's flat and then turning it around to the right. And then when it's in the right place, you won't be able to pull it back out. With this one, you can kind of see there's a little sticky up round bit there and a straight bit. And then this tube will match up to this hole as well. That's a bit of a guide. So you pop that in and that'll match up, and then a click to the right and that will be in the right place. And then we close that and that'll click back in. And then one last thing, so you can see it says filter here. So you just want to twist that to the unlock position and pop that lid off, and there's just this white filter here, so you can just get in underneath it there and just check it. There might be some fluff on the top like that, so just give that a quick brush and maybe a quick tap just to get any visible bits off that. And then that just fits back in, just fits back on the top there. And then again you match, so there's filter and the arrow, so you sort of pop that back on the top and twist it to lock, and then that fits back down onto the vacuum cleaner, and that will click when it's back in position. So once you've emptied the vacuum cleaner into the bin, just have a check on the bench. There'll probably be some dust, so just grab a cloth and make sure you give the bench a good wipe. Also just double check when you've tapped it out, there might be some dust around the bin, so yeah, just give it a bit of a wipe around the bin, just make sure there's nothing left there. And if you have wiped the bin with the cloth, make sure when you're finished to put the cloth into the laundry so it doesn't get mixed up with the dishes cloth.